In the quiet town of Rosefield, Texas, locals whisper about one rule that keeps them alive: never answer the door after midnight, because if you do, the man who knocks twice will find you. It starts with 2 slow knocks, followed by silence so deep it chills your bones. Some say he's a spirit of vengeance, others call him death itself, wandering from house to house under the black Texas sky. Those who opened the door were never seen again, only the sound of their own knocking echoed days later from empty homes. When 17-year-old Mika ignored the warning, she learned too late that curiosity can kill, because the man doesn't just want to be let in. He wants to take someone back with him. And once he knocks twice on your door, you've already been chosen. The town of Rosefield sat miles from the nearest highway, wrapped in endless Texas plains and silence. People here lived simple, quiet lives, but no one stayed outside after midnight, not since the knocking began. Locals said it started in 1987, after a rancher found his neighbor's door wide open and his entire family gone. Only a half-drunk cup of coffee sat on the kitchen counter, still warm. On the wooden door, 2 deep dents remained like someone had knocked hard. Mika didn't believe in small-town ghost stories. She'd grown up hearing about the man who knocks twice, but laughed it off. Probably just some old urban legend. She told her friend Kaiden one night. Kaiden shook his head. "You shouldn't joke about it. My uncle swears he heard it once. 2 knocks at 12:07 a.m. He hid under the bed. Said he heard whispering through the keyhole." Mika rolled her eyes. "Yeah, sure, probably coyotes." But on a stormy Friday night, while her parents were out of town, Mika found herself alone in their creaky farmhouse. The power flickered as thunder rumbled in the distance. At exactly 12:07 a.m., she heard it knock, knock, too slow. Heavy knocks echoed through the hallway. Her heart froze. The wind howled outside, but that sound wasn't from the storm. Someone was at the front door. She tiptoed toward the window and peeked through the blinds. The porch was empty. "Okay, maybe a branch," she whispered, trying to laugh it off. But as she turned, she heard it again, see louder knocks, this time from the back door. Her phone buzzed. A text from Keith. "Did you hear it? Don't open the door." Her breath hitched. How did he know? She typed back, "What do you mean?" before she could hit send. Another knock, this time from the living room wall. Not the door, the wall itself. The house went ice. Mika grabbed a flashlight and crept down the hall. Her reflection in a mirror flickered as she passed, her face pale, but behind her, a tall shadow moved. She spun around. No one there. The knocking started again, this time from the ceiling. Knock, knock. Mika screamed and ran to the front door. She was about to bolt outside but stopped. On the wooden surface were 2 fresh dents, exactly like the stories said. Her phone rang. Kaiden's name flashed. She answered, shaking. "Kaiden, it's happening, someone's knocking." But the voice on the line wasn't Kaiden's. It was deep, slow, and cold. "You heard me knock. Now let me in." The line went dead. She dropped the phone and ran upstairs. The attic ladder creaked open by itself, and a gust of cold air swept through the hallway. Mika backed away, whispering, "Please, leave me alone." Then came the final knock directly behind her. When her parents returned 2 days later, the house was locked from the inside. The police found no sign of struggle, just Mika's phone on the floor, and on the door 2 perfect indentations shaped like knuckles. Months passed. Then it happened again, another house, another night. Same 2 knocks, same disappearance. Sheriff Dalton, who'd lived in Rosefield his whole life, finally spoke out. "We've tried cameras, traps, alarms, it doesn't matter. He comes when the wind changes direction, when the air goes cold. And he always knocks twice." Locals began painting crosses on their doors. Some moved away, but others claimed the knocking wasn't random. It was a curse, passed from one listener to the next. Whoever heard the story was marked. Kaiden couldn't sleep. He replayed Mika's final voicemail over and over, just static and faint whispering. But one night, as he sat alone, he heard it through his own walls. Knock, knock. He froze. The clock read 12:07. His phone buzzed a text from an unknown number. "You heard him too." Kaiden turned on every light in the house, trying to drown out the sound. But then came another noise of soft footsteps outside his window. He peeked through the blinds and saw a man standing under the streetlight. The man's face was hidden by a wide-brimmed hat. He was tall, thin, and completely still. Kaiden blinked hand. The man was suddenly closer. At the edge of the porch now, the phone rang again. He picked it up with trembling hands. A whisper came through the static. "She's waiting for you." The lights flickered. The shadow moved. Knock, knock. The next morning, Kaiden's house was empty. The police found only one thing, a note carved into the wood above the doorframe. "He always knocks twice. Now, every few years, it happens again. The air turns still, the wind stops, and somewhere in Rosefield, a lonely house echoes with 2 knocks that shouldn't be there. No one answers anymore. But that doesn't stop him, because the man who knocks twice doesn't need you to open the door. He is already inside once you've heard him.